This is the world now, bringing you everything you need to know from around the globe. Winter holiday travel between the UK and continental Europe was disrupted on Tuesday due to a power failure in the Channel Tunnel. Eurostar canceled trains linking London with Paris, Brussels, and Amsterdam before partially resuming services later on Tuesday after the tunnel reopened in limited capacity. Eurostar warned the power fault was still ongoing and told passengers to postpone trips because severe delays and last-minute cancellations remained possible. Tunnel operator Getlink said repairs were underway and traffic was slowly being restored in both directions. It said it saw no sign of foul play or sabotage. The grandchild of former U.S. President John F. Kennedy, environmental journalist Tatiana Schlossberg, has died at the age of 35 after she was diagnosed with leukemia last year. A family statement announcing her death was posted on Tuesday by the John F. Kennedy Library Foundation. It did not disclose the cause of her death. Schlossberg wrote that doctors diagnosed her with acute myeloid leukemia in May 2024 after a high white blood cell count was noticed while she was in the hospital for the birth of her second child. In a recent essay in The New Yorker, she described chemotherapy, 2 stem cell transplants, and clinical trials, and criticized policies backed by her relative, Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. In Germany, a daring bank heist has left police scrambling for answers and around 2,700 customers out of pocket. Authorities in the city of Gelsenkirchen say thieves drilled through the vault wall of the Sparkasse Bank early Monday, stealing property worth between 12 and 106 million US dollars. A fire alarm alerted officers around 4 a.m. on Monday, leading them to discover a massive hole in the basement wall of the branch, and the vault ransacked. Witnesses reported seeing men loading large bags into a vehicle, but the suspects remain at large as investigators comb through forensic evidence from the scene. New York City is ramping up security ahead of its Times Square New Year's Eve celebration. At a press conference in Times Square on Tuesday, Mayor Eric Adams said authorities had no specific or credible threats tied to the event, but declared it a heightened threat environment and urged the public to report anything suspicious. Security teams will implement secondary screenings inside crowd pens to ensure the safety of the millions of expected attendees. A new historic twist was also revealed, a second dropping of the Constellation Ball. The ball will drop at midnight to ring in the new year and again in July 2026 to mark America's 250th anniversary. 주지현, 아리랑뉴스.